What if one day you woke up as a huge, horrible vermin? Let me ask you, what would be your first worry? Knowing how you transformed into a bug? Or being late for work? Ladies and gentlemen, this book didn't just change how I view life. It changed how I view people and their intentions. It's the unsettling short novella, The Metamorphosis by Franz Kafka. Now, I've never been the type of person to really read books. I usually prefer movies. But this book was recommended to me so much. So naturally, I had to check out what the hype was. I went to the bookstore, picked up the book, but it didn't feel like a typical one. It was pretty thin, yet my hands became heavy. The large cockroach on the cover looked at me eagerly to buy the book. And so I took it home. The Metamorphosis is a story about a man named Gregor Samsa who wakes up one morning as a huge bug. At first, the text seems amusing, how the bug navigates throughout his room, but it escalates quite quickly. Upon his parents' first sight of him, his mom faints and his dad hisses in anger, driving him back to his room. Throughout the story, we see his parents and his once supportive sister slowly start turning their backs on him. They don't view him as family, but as a burden. Gregor finds it difficult to compromise with his family's needs. But what makes this even more tragic is that he was the sole breadwinner of his family, yet now they don't even care if he's alive. Behind these words exist a plethora of themes and emotions which relate to our daily lives. It made me question society. For example, Gregor realizes that he lives in a bittersweet conditional loved household. Before this conflict, he used to work as a traveling salesman, working hard to support his family. But once he cannot earn, his family treats him like his monster, his dad even injuring him. They don't view him as a human, but as an it who cannot provide. It made me ponder, does society really care for you? Or do they just sugarcoat you when you earn a lot? This brings me to my next theme, isolation. Gregor is surrounded by people, but he's invisible, forgotten. He's locked up in his room all day, isolated from the rest of his family and work, seen as a threat to everyone. That hit me. It's hard to build respect, but it's so easy to lose it all and feel unseen. Gregor physically changes, but if we think about it, so do we. Changing friendships, growing up, changing interests, these are all metamorphoses, but of our own kinds. Kafka taught me that no matter how much we change, no matter how much we isolate ourselves, one thing remains unchangeable, and that is all our self-worths. The thing which makes us unique and who we are. At the end of the day, it's not life that's chaotic. It's the tangled web of deceit which makes life menacing. Kafka once said, I was ashamed of myself when I realized life was a costume party and I had attended with my real face. Let's work towards a society which refrains from transforming life into a costume party and make it a safe place to attend with our real faces. This is Shrehan Shounak Dhar. Thank you.